Alexey Gerasimov. Your Skibidi Toilet empire is a chaotic toilet-flushing fever dream that somehow hypnotized Gen Alpha and baffled everyone else. From nightmare origins to legal battles, this series is a masterclass in absurd, controversy-soaked nonsense. Let's dive into the porcelain pandemonium and roast every bizarre, head-scratching moment that made this a viral monstrosity. Buckle up, it's gonna be a wild flush through everything wrong with Skibidi Toilet. Sorry to interrupt, but hit that subscribe button if you're as confused by Skibidi Toilet as we are. Thanks. Nightmare fuel fiasco. Oh, Alexey Gerasimov, you absolute visionary. Waking up in a cold sweat from a nightmare about a head popping out of a toilet and thinking, this is my magnum opus, is a peak creative genius. Who needs Shakespeare when you've got toilet terrors haunting your dreams? The Skibidi Toilet series, born from this fever dream lunacy, somehow became a kids' phenomenon. Because nothing says child-friendly like a grotesque noggin bobbing in a porcelain throne, right? Imagine pitching this to a studio. It's like Toy Story, but with more flushing. The fact that this nightmare fuel resonated with Gen Alpha is a glowing testament to Gerasimov's ability to turn his personal demons into a cultural dumpster fire. And let's be real, what kid doesn't want to be traumatized by a singing toilet? The sheer audacity of taking a sleep-paralyzing horror and making it a YouTube sensation deserves a slow clap. Or maybe just a plunger. This is the kind of origin story that makes you question humanity's taste level. Did Gerasimov wake up and think, I've cracked the code to children's entertainment? Spoiler, he didn't. He just unleashed a waking nightmare on the world, and somehow it's got 41 million subscribers. Bravo, Alexey, for proving that even the most unhinged brain farts can go viral. Just don't expect an Oscar for best use of plumbing in a narrative. Parent Panic Palooza. Parents losing their minds over Skibidi Toilet is the least surprising plot twist since water is wet. Grotesque imagery? Check violent battles between toilets and cameramen? Double check. Zero moral or educational value? Jackpot. Moms and dads everywhere are clutching their pearls, horrified that their kids are obsessed with a show that makes VeggieTales look like high art. The moral panic is so intense, it's practically a cardio workout for PTA meetings. Little Timmy won't stop singing about toilets, they wail, as if kids haven't been obsessed with poop jokes since the dawn of time. But let's give Gerasimov a gold star for creating something so devoid of redeeming qualities that it sparked a full-blown parental meltdown. It's like he saw Barney and thought, nah, let's make it grosser and dumber. The violent themes are the cherry on this sewage sundae, because nothing says kid-friendly like a war between sentient commodes and camera-headed freaks. Parents are out here Googling how to unbrainwash my child from Skibidi Toilet. And honestly, can you blame them? Gerasimov's masterpiece is the equivalent of feeding kids a steady diet of expired yogurt and calling it culture. The panic is real, and it's hilarious that one man's toilet obsession has parents rethinking their life choices. Keep it up, Alexey. You've got soccer moms everywhere ready to burn YouTube to the ground. Syndrome of stupidity? Hold the phone. Indonesian web users gave us Skibidi Toilet syndrome in July 2023. And it's the gift that keeps on flushing. Kids are popping out of containers screaming "Dom Dom yes yes" like they're auditioning for a low-budget horror flick. Gerasimov, you absolute chaos agent, how does it feel to know you've created a behavioral epidemic? This isn't just a show, it's a full-blown cultural virus that's got children acting unwise. Imagine being a parent, watching your kid leap out of a laundry basket like a possessed Jack-in-the-Box, chanting nonsense from a YouTube series. It's like Gerasimov hacked into the collective brain of Gen Alpha and programmed them to be as annoying as humanly possible. The fear of obsessive behavior is real, because apparently, kids can't just watch this garbage. They have to live it. Kudos to Alexey for turning playgrounds into performance art for the deranged. Skibidi Toilet syndrome sounds like something you'd need antibiotics for, but nope. It's just Gerasimov's legacy of making kids act like they've snorted pixie sticks. The man saw a toilet and thought, "This is my ticket to immortality." And now every parent in Indonesia is wondering if their kid needs an exorcism. Truly a masterclass in making the world a weirder, dumber place. Russian propaganda ploy? Russian authorities sniffing around Skibidi Toilet for its detrimental effect on kids? Shocker. Gerasimov, you sly dog. Did you think you could sneak your toilet tyranny past the Kremlin? The series got investigated for being a potential Russian propaganda tool, with some pointing fingers at Alexey's alleged support for Russia in the Ukraine conflict. Because nothing screams geopolitical agenda like a singing toilet, right? Imagine the meeting. Stern Russian officials debating whether "dom dom yes yes" is code for world domination. Gerasimov's probably cackling in his sleep, dreaming of toilets while the government tries to crack his master plan. The idea that this absurd series could be propaganda is peak 2023 paranoia. But let's be honest, Alexey's not exactly helping his case with his shady past. The man's got a knack for stirring the pot, and now he's got Mother Russia clutching her babushka in fear. It's almost poetic, a show born from a nightmare now giving bureaucrats night terrors. Did Gerasimov sit down and think, "I'll destabilize society with porcelain monsters"? Probably not. But the fact that anyone believes it is a testament to his accidental genius for chaos. Keep flushing those red flags, Alexey. You've got an entire nation wondering if toilets are the new Cold War. Racism scandals stink. Believe it or not, Skibidi Toilet got slapped with racism allegations in 2023. And if that wasn't bad enough, your past videos mocking George Floyd's death and tossing around racial slurs didn't exactly help your PR. Way to go, champ. Nothing says, "I'm a creative visionary," like dragging your series into a cesspool of controversy. The accusations of racist undertones in the show are vague, sure, but when your track record includes content that makes even Sean cringe, people start connecting dots. Gerasimov's like, "It's just toilets," but the internet's out here with receipts and they're not pretty. Mocking a man's death, using slurs? Bold move for someone trying to entertain kids. It's like he saw the line of good taste and thought, "Let's flush it down the Skibidi Toilet." The backlash is so deserved, it's practically a public service. Alexey's past content is the kind of thing that makes you wonder if he's allergic to decency. And yet, somehow, this man's creation is a Gen Alpha obsession. The irony is thicker than the sludge in his nightmare toilet. Keep digging that hole, Gerasimov. You're making it real easy for the internet to dunk on you. Next time, maybe stick to plumbing and leave the edgy humor to the professionals. Machinima ripoff rant? Did you think we wouldn't notice you raiding the Half-Life 2 and Counter-Strike's source asset bin? Skibidi Toilet's creative foundation is built on pilfered game assets, making it less a work of genius and more a glorified mod that forgot to credit its sources. Gerasimov's out here recycling Valve's intellectual property like a kid cutting up someone else's comic book for his collage project. Originality? Never heard of her. Why bother creating your own world when you can just slap a toilet head on Gordon Freeman's turf and call it a day? The gall to pass this off as a fresh idea is peak Gerasimov, because nothing screams visionary like leaning on someone else's code to make your toilet monsters dance. Fans might eat it up, but anyone with a shred of skepticism is side-eyeing this blatant machinima exploitation. It's like Alexey Googled how to make a viral series with zero effort and landed on Steel Game assets. The result? A billion-view empire built on borrowed pixels. Bravo, Gerasimov. for proving you don't need an original bone in your body to make kids lose their minds over toilets. Just don't be surprised when Valve's lawyers come knocking with a cease and desist plunger. Viral hype hoax. Hold on to your toilet seats, because Skibidi Toilet's viral success is the internet's biggest why moment. With 41 million subscribers, 16 billion views, and 208 million for its first video, Gerasimov's brainchild is a Gen Alpha obsession that's got everyone else baffled. Algorithmic hype? Sure. Actual merit? LOL. No. This series is the poster child for famous for being famous. And Alexey's probably laughing all the way to the bank while we're stuck wondering how this garbage got so big. It's like the internet saw a toilet singing "Dom Dom Yes Yes" and collectively lost its mind. Critics call it overhyped, and they're not wrong. Gerasimov's basically bottled the algorithm's secret sauce and poured it into a septic tank. Gen Alpha's out here worshipping this nonsense like it's the second coming of Minecraft, while the rest of us are just trying to figure out what we did to deserve this. The fact that this got 16 billion views is proof that humanity's taste is circling the drain. Gerasimov, you absolute troll. You've turned a random YouTube video into a cultural juggernaut with zero explanation. It's like you hacked the internet's brain and made it love toilets. Take a bow. You've made virality look like a glitch in the Matrix. Alien toilet tinfoil. Fan theories about Skibidi Toilet's head-in-a-bowl stars being an invasive alien species or a virus. The series' lack of a clear message has fans spinning wild conspiracies about whether these porcelain menaces are extraterrestrial invaders or a digital plague. Gerasimov's probably sipping coffee, watching Reddit implode as people try to decode his nonsensical toilet war. The fact that there's no clarity is the real crime here. Alexey's out here dropping 62 episodes of pure chaos and leaving fans to play detective with zero clues. It's like he said, let's make a series so vague it sparks existential dread. The unease is palpable. Are these toilets here to conquer Earth or just clog our brains? Gerasimov's refusal to explain anything is either lazy or diabolically brilliant. Pick your poison. Fans are out here writing 500-word essays about toilet lore, and all Alexey's got to offer is another "Dom Dom Yes Yes." The man's created a mystery so murky it makes Lost look like a children's book. Congrats, Gerasimov, for turning toilets into the internet's creepiest unsolved puzzle. Keep us guessing, you cryptic toilet wizard. Just don't expect us to thank you for the confusion. TikTok, trend trash. Skibidi Toilet's explosion on TikTok is the internet's sloppiest victory lap, and Gerasimov's riding it like a toilet-shaped surfboard. Thanks to remixes like Paris's Brian's "Dom Dom Yes Yes" parody and its spread to Roblox, this series went from YouTube oddity to unfiltered viral garbage. Alexey, you absolute trend chaser. Did you just sit back and let TikTok's algorithm do all the heavy lifting? The man saw a Timbaland remix and thought, this is my ticket to immortality. Now kids are reenacting toilet battles on Roblox, and parents are panicking about unfiltered content like it's the end of days. Gerasimov's basically the Pied Piper of bad ideas, luring Gen Alpha into his absurd toilet verse with zero effort. The fact that this series owes its fame to TikTok's chaotic remix culture is both hilarious and horrifying. It's like Alexey stumbled into a goldmine by throwing random sounds at the internet and watching it implode. Critics are right to call this trend-chasing nonsense. Skibidi Toilet's less a creation and more a meme that got out of hand. Kudos Gerasimov for proving you can build an empire on the back of a TikTok soundbite. Just don't expect us to applaud while we're dodging Dom Dom remixes everywhere we go. Absurdity overload. Skibidi Toilet's humor is so absurd it makes Salvador Dali look like a normie, and Gerasimov's leaning into it like it's his life's mission. 62 episodes of surreal toilet shenanigans? Alexey, my dude, we get it. You love a good non sequitur. The series' reliance on bizarre, repetitive gags has critics rolling their eyes so hard they're seeing their own brain stems. It's like Gerasimov watched a Monty Python marathon, snorted some glitter, and thought, I'll do that, but with toilets and zero substance. The humor's so one-note, it's practically a kazoo solo, yet Gen Alpha eats it up like it's comedic gold. Picture Alexey cackling as he scripts another toilet singing "Dom Dom Yes Yes" for the 47th time, thinking he's reinvented comedy. Spoiler, he hasn't. It's just the same absurd shtick on a loop, leaving anyone over 12 begging for a plot or a point. Gerasimov's out here proving you don't need depth when you've got a toilet with a head. Critics calling it repetitive? Duh. It's like he's daring us to get bored while kids chant his nonsense like it's scripture. Bravo, Alexey, for stretching one weird joke into a 19-season empire. Just don't expect us to laugh when the punchline's been flushed 62 times. Mystery Team Misfire. Who's behind Skibidi Toilet? Nobody knows, because Gerasimov's anonymous creator team is shadier than a back alley toilet convention. Do you think hiding the team's identities would make the creator the Banksy of YouTube? This cloak and dagger nonsense has everyone side-eyeing the series' intentions, and rightfully so. With provocative content like singing toilets and violent cameramen, the lack of accountability screams sketchy. Gerasimov's probably got a secret lair where his nameless minions churn out toilet chaos, laughing at our confusion. It's like he said, let's make the most unhinged kids show ever and not tell anyone who we are. The skepticism is thicker than the sludge in his nightmare toilet, and fans are left wondering if this is art or a prank gone too far. Did Alexey hire a team of rogue animators, or just a bunch of internet trolls? Either way, the anonymity just fuels the "what's your deal" vibes. Congrats, Gerasimov, for making us question not just your series, but the entire concept of creative responsibility. Keep hiding, you shadowy toilet overlord. We'll just be over here wondering if you're even real. Merch Mania Madness. Gerasimov's out here turning Skibidi Toilet into a merchandising juggernaut. And it's as shameless as a toilet-themed infomercial. T-shirts, toys, and probably Skibidi Toilet branded plungers are flying off shelves, all aimed at Gen Alpha's allowance money. Alexey, you capitalist wizard, did you see kids' piggy banks and think, time to cash in on my nightmare? The rapid commercialization is so blatant, it's practically a war crime against good taste. Critics are screaming exploitation, and they're not wrong. Gerasimov squeezing every penny out of his young fanbase like they're human ATMs. Picture a kid begging for a Skibidi Toilet backpack while Alexey counts his stacks in a toilet-shaped mansion. It's like he saw Pokemon's merch empire and thought, I'll do that, but dumber. The audacity to slap Dom Dom Yes Yes on every product imaginable is peak Gerasimov. Because why create art when you can create a cash grab? This isn't merchandising, it's a masterclass in milking a fad. Congrats, Alexey, for proving you can sell anything if you slap a toilet on it. Just don't be surprised when parents start picketing your merch stands with plungers in hand. Copyright Chaos Carnival. Picture this. A legal cage match where Skibidi Toilet's porcelain protagonists are the prize, and everyone's throwing lawsuits like confetti. Invisible narratives hauled next level into court over fraudulent copyright claims and a tug of war over who owns those creepy toilet characters. Add a spicy DMCA takedown drama involving Gary's mod, and it's clear this series is less about art and more about a legal dumpster fire. The whole mess screams, "We didn't think this through." As if anyone expected a show about singing toilets to have airtight IP agreements. It's like watching two kids fight over who gets to keep the world's grossest action figure. The Gary's mod takedown just adds insult to injury, proving that even modders aren't safe from this toilet tornado. This isn't a series, it's a masterclass in how to turn a viral hit into a courtroom soap opera. Fans are out here vibing to Dom Dom Yes Yes, while lawyers are drafting cease and desist. The irony? A show built on borrowed game assets is now fighting over who owns the borrowed bits. It's a legal circus so messy it makes a clogged toilet look organized. Bravo for turning a YouTube prank into a corporate slugfest. Nothing says cultural phenomenon like a good old-fashioned IP brawl. Humor that hurts. Early Skibidi Toilet episodes didn't just push boundaries. They yeeted them into a black hole with dark, surreal humor that left viewers gagging. Think toilet head sings while chaos unfolds, but with a side of, why is this so unsettling? The gags were so distasteful, they could make a vulture lose its lunch. Critics and fans alike winced at the bizarre, edgy vibes, wondering if this was supposed to be funny or just a cry for help. It's like the writers thought, let's make kids laugh but also give them nightmares. The surreal shtick feels like a fever dream that forgot to take its meds, and the dark undertones are less ha-ha and more help me. For a show aimed at Gen Alpha, it's a bold choice to lean into humor that's more grim than grin. The fact that this got past the drawing board is a mystery wrapped in a toilet paper roll. While kids chant "Dom Dom Yes Yes," adults are left questioning their life choices. This isn't comedy. It's a dare to see how much weirdness one can stomach before switching to cat videos. Hats off for making distasteful the series' unofficial tagline in those early days. Political parody piffle. Skibidi Toilet decided to spice things up by turning political figures into, you guessed it, toilet-headed abominations. Most notably, President Joe Biden got the porcelain treatment because nothing says satire like slapping a world leader's face on a singing commode. This bold move into political parody is less biting commentary and more, what were they thinking? The depictions are so outlandish they make Saturday Night Live look subtle, and the controversy they stirred is the only thing keeping this stunt relevant. It's like the series said, let's take our nonsensical toilet war and make it geopolitical. Fans might giggle, but critics are out here wondering if this is humor or just a desperate grab for attention. Turning Biden into a Skibidi Toilet isn't clever. It's the kind of edgy that feels like a teenager doodling in detention. The fact that this got greenlit proves the series has no brakes, careening from absurd to outright awkward. It's a parody so tone-deaf it could double as a foghorn. Kudos for making world leaders part of the toilet-verse, but maybe next time, aim for actual wit instead of a cheap flush. Music mishap mayhem. Skibidi Toilet's early episodes didn't just borrow game assets, they also swiped music like it was free candy. Featuring an unlicensed mashup of songs, including a sped-up Timbaland lyric that birthed the Skibidi name, the series waltzed right into copyright quicksand. The result? Takedowns and complaints that hit harder than a toilet lid slam. It's like the creators thought, who needs permission when you've got a viral hit? The Timbaland remix is the heart of the Dom Dom Yes Yes madness, but using it without a license is a rookie move that screams, we didn't plan for success. Copyright holders weren't laughing. They were dialing their lawyers faster than you can say flush. This music mess is a perfect metaphor for the series, chaotic, sloppy, and banking on nobody noticing. The fact that Skibidi itself comes from a pirated lyric just adds to the glorious train wreck. It's a bold strategy to build a 16 billion view empire on stolen tunes, only to get slapped with takedowns. Nice try, but maybe next time, clear the rights before making the internet's weirdest anthem. And there you have it. What do you think of Skibidi Toilet? Let me know down below. Thanks for watching and see you in the next video.